remember standing underneath the cloudy summer sky thinking of sailing ships. It's natural, no, to see water and the waves in the clouds. That spring, I stood on the same spot after gentle rain. The drips fell from the corners of the roofs and slipped from the tips of the leaves when the breezes blowed. Dressed in white, me and my mother circled my Haskell 7 times under the hoopah. Afterwards, we spoke the law of Moses, and we put the rings on the fingers. We became a single part. Yet, now I feel like 2 again. My husband has gone away, and I am worried for his safety. By himself, he took train to Germany, where he took steamship to America. 12 days at sea, oy. And the smell, of the unwashed men and women and children. Me and Charles and all of these people, we are packed like sardines, the tiny little fish in the flat cans. The steerage section of the ship, where the people without the money must go, it is not for gentle people. But I will survive. I must, for myself, for my husband, and for our child who is on the way. In my head, I think about what we have left behind, our homes, our families, and our names. I will miss our names. My Haskell, to sound more American for the Americans, has changed his name to Charles. Anta was what my family gave to me, and to Bisker. But for America, I am Bessie, Bessie Bluefeld. So I take my children. Come on, David. And I walk outside, and I stand on the cobblestone road, and I look up. Oh, I see my Charles high up in the sky. What? He was not meant to fall from so high in the sky, and I certainly was not meant to watch him take such risk. I grip his lunch, but say nothing. For a year he has been doing this, and I did not know. For extra $1 a week, he works high up in the sky. But now that I see what he does, I decide he's going to find another way to make a living. It's 1920. So much has happened. We have more children. We have a beautiful home on Franklin Street. And we have our own automobile. So we can go and make those terrible noises on the street ourselves. And once a year, I take the train. And I go to that famous hotel in Atlantic City for the Jews, the Breakers, right on the boardwalk. And the ocean. Oh, it is the most wonderful place in all the world for me to be. I am the most happy there. You know, the world is a strange place. In 1914, just a few years ago, they opened the Panama Canal. It made the world a smaller place, such a great experiment, bringing the 2 oceans together. That same year, the Great War came. And while the canal made the world smaller, the war made the world bigger. Now the war is ended. But I am missing my family. They are missing. I reach out to them. I send letters. No letters come back. I take a deep breath. I must not think this way. We lived in rooms and apartments and homes. I got rid of that old worn furniture a long time ago and bought beautiful new furniture. I think God saw how good we were and wanted to remind us of where we came from. See? He's sweating, wrapped in a sheet. And he says, Bessie, I have let the family down. I'm not as patient as I once was. Charles, that is not true. He explains, I took the bad loan I signed for our friends. I trusted. Yeah, but I signed the loan too. And people trusted us when we had nothing. He nods and closes his eyes. But it was a bad deal. The banks took our homes. They took all but the sensible clothing. They left us with nothing. And in this house that we rent for $25 a month, at night, I promise all 7 of our children, we came here without, and we made something, and we will make something again. It is the food, I think, that connects me to my past, to my dear mother who so loved to cook for the neighbors and the guests who came to our home. It is the food that reminds me of what was. You know, due to my success at the Progressive Beach, I was asked to cater a wedding. I never even knew I was in the catering business. And now, friends and neighbors, they ask me to cater their bar mitzvahs. Even my customers here, they ask me to provide for their parties. And if I'm willing to cook and serve, they are willing to help. I have thought of the risk of starting my own catering company, but I'm going to wait and see how this summer goes. I want to make sure we don't overextend, especially now that we are just back on our feet. Charles is very nervous about this. And I understand. I'm nervous too. But I keep it hidden, as I have kept so many things hidden. So I say, don't worry, we will be okay. We always take the risk, and sometimes we win, and sometimes we lose. The headache I have and the work I do so much because I care so much. Once, me and Charles, we were nothing. And then we were something. And then we were nothing again. And now, we are something once more. We must not go backwards. We must maintain. Charles and I have much to be thankful for. We have provided good jobs for our children. Our family, what is left here in America, will grow.